In the vast lexicon of Sanatan Dharm, the term Varna, often misinterpreted as caste, holds a far more profound significance. The essence of Varna is neither discriminatory nor restrictive. Instead, it is a system that promotes self-discovery, societal organization, and personal growth. The Varna system in Sanatan Dharm divides society into four major categories: Brahmins, Kshatriyas, Vaishyas, and Shudras, each with distinctive traits and responsibilities. Shamo damastapah shaucham kshantir rajavamevacha jnanam vijnanamastikyam brahma karma swabhavajam. Arthat, tranquility, restraint, austerity, purity, patience, integrity, knowledge, wisdom, and belief in a hereafter. These are the intrinsic qualities of work for Brahmins. As elucidated in Bhagavad Gita, Shauryam tejo dhritidaksham yuddhe chapya palayanam danamishvara bhavascha kshatram karma swabhavajam. That is, valor, strength, fortitude, skill in weaponry, resolve never to retreat from battle, large-heartedness in charity, and leadership abilities. These are the natural qualities of work for Kshatriyas. As described in Bhagavad Gita 18.44, first line, Krishi Gauraksha Vanijyam Vaishya Karma Swabhavajam. That is, agriculture, dairy farming, and commerce are the natural works for those with the qualities of Vaishyas. And the second line of the same shlok says, Paricharyatmakam Karma Shudrasyapi Swabhavajam. Serving through work is the natural duty for those with the qualities of Shudras. It's important to note that these Varnas do not denote hereditary castes but represent fluid classifications based on inherent qualities and deeds. The Manusmriti also confirms this classification. The Varna system is not a rigid birth-based stratification as it's often misconstrued. It classifies individuals based on their inherent gunas or qualities and karma or actions, not birth. The Manusmriti verse 10.65 affirms this principle. Shudro brahmanata meti brahmanaschaiti shudratam kshatriyaja jata mevam tu vidyada vaishyada tathaivacha. The Shudra attains the position of the Brahman and the Brahman sinks to the position of the Shudra. The same should be understood to be the case with the offspring of the Kshatriya or of the Vaishya. Swe swe karmanya bhiratah sansiddhi labate naraha swakarma niratah siddhi yatha vindatti takshano. The Bhagavad Gita emphasizes the critical role of performing one's duties to attain perfection, stating that each person attains perfection by engaging in their natural duties. It is clear that the Varna system as envisaged in Sanatan Dharma is a profound and flexible social structure designed to cater to individual predispositions and talents, focusing more on personal qualities and deeds rather than birth. The dynamism of the Varna system is evident from the fact that it can be changed during a person's life through actions. The Bhagavad Gita, verse 18.5.5 states, by fulfilling their duties born of their innate qualities, human beings can attain perfection. This verse elucidates the adaptability and fluidity of the Varna system, signifying that the Varna of an individual can evolve based on one's actions and qualities. The rigid misinterpretations of the Varna system with no scope for upward mobility is a more modern concept and largely a result of the willful, erroneous translation and interpretation of Hindu scriptures. A primary culprit in this misrepresentation was the German philologist and Orientalist Friedrich Max Müller. While Max Müller played a significant role in introducing the Western world to the vast corpus of Indian scriptures, his translations, particularly concerning the Varna system, have been widely criticized for injecting colonial and racial biases. His translation, influenced by the prevalent social stratification in Victorian England, cast the Varna system as a rigid birth-based system, which was contradictory to the fluid qualities and deeds-based categorization envisioned in the original text. The Varna system, as interpreted through these verses, was intended to enable a harmonious social order where people perform duties aligned with their inherent qualities and inclinations. It was not designed to be a discriminatory birth-based hierarchy. Instead, it was conceived as a fluid and dynamic system that could evolve based on an individual's actions, qualities, and deeds. The concept of Jati in Sanatan Dharm, often translated as caste, traces its root to the Sanskrit word Jati, derived from Jat root word, which means born, or in a broader sense, born in. Rather than denoting a rigid hierarchy, the Jati system provides a flexible, occupation-based classification much akin to the concept of clan in English. This system has practical implications largely influenced by the occupational nature of the family one is born into, and has been misinterpreted and misrepresented over time, often for political or ideological reasons. The Jati system essentially pertains to the occupation or profession of a family or community. A child born into a goldsmith's family, for instance, would naturally acquire the skills of melting, casting, and carving gold from a young age. Such skill inheritance leads to the child's outperformance in the goldsmithing art compared to children from other Jatis. It's critical to understand that the Jati system is neither rigid nor immutable. New Jatis can emerge reflecting changes in the job market or societal structure. For example, the British India era saw the rise of the Kanungo Jati, supervisors of the Patwaris, where Kanungo symbolizes the knower of laws. As society evolves, it's plausible that a new Jati such as Sangnakagya, translating to knower of computers, might arise, reflecting the prevalence of software engineers in modern society. The Jati system provides a broad framework, not a constraining straitjacket. There is significant fluidity in this system, as seen in how individuals across generations have chosen professions outside of their family occupations. While it's common to see children pursuing professions similar to their parents, there are countless instances of individuals breaking this trend. A doctor's son might choose to become an actor, or a lawyer's son may develop a passion for astrophysics. The Jati does not dictate a person's destiny or occupational choice. Social stratification in colonial England that peaked during the Victorian era was markedly hierarchical, rigid, and complex. At the top of the Victorian England's social hierarchy was the aristocracy, comprising the monarchy, nobles, and other titled individuals. The working class, consisting of factory workers, miners, servants, and farm laborers, made up the majority of the population. Beneath the working class was the underclass, comprised of the poor and destitute who struggled for daily survival. The English word caste was derived from the Portuguese term casta, meaning race or lineage, and can also be translated as class of people or breed. The British, as part of their strategy of governance, codified and rigidified the fluid and complex social structures they encountered in India, simplifying them into a hierarchical system that could be easily managed and manipulated. The imposition of the rigid British interpretation of caste upon the fluid Vedic Varna system had significant and lasting impacts on Indian society. It effectively hardened what was previously a more flexible structure, pushing individuals into rigid social and occupational roles based on their birth and fostering deep-seated social divisions that persist to this day. The imposition of the British understanding of caste on the Vedic Varna system created deep divisions and inequalities within Indian society that continue to persist. The West still seeks to divide Indians based on caste. One such example is the caste-based Bill SB 403 in California. But that is a topic for another day.